This is a titration video for Shelby Mullins, DJ Leslie, and Daphne Brown. There were some technical difficulties during editing, and so I'm going to do a voiceover of what they said, or at least what I remember they said. Also, Daphne's initial volume clip has seemingly disappeared. I hope you enjoy this masterpiece. This is Shelby Mullins. Titration is a laboratory procedure used to determine the amount of acid in a solution and the stoichiometry of a reaction. We're going to determine the unknown variable, sodium hydroxide, by measuring the final and initial volume of the analyte. She's moving the holder over to the edge so she can lower the burette to find the initial volume. And by looking at the meniscus, she decides that it is 49.71. She's writing it down in her notebook. It has labels of what she needs on a table. Here she explains to wash out the burette before using it, washing it with water 3 times, and then with the solution we're going to use in the burette 3 times as well. To let the liquid drop, she's going to change the knob from horizontal to vertical. And let it drop very slowly. She swirls it as she lets the sodium hydroxide drip. Now we have acquired our desired pink color. To determine that it was pink, we put a white sheet under the beaker, or the Erlenmeyer flask. Pardon. The final volume is 26.19 milliliters, which makes our total sodium hydroxide amount 28.52. She puts it on her labeled table. Now here I am, DJ Leslie, about to perform the same task that Shelby did. First, we filled up the burette with sodium hydroxide, put the flask on top of a white piece of paper. Then we needed to find the initial volume. In order to do that, you take the number that the solute is on top of, subtract that from 50, and that's the number of actual solute you have, and then count up from that number on decimal places. You need to measure the decimal places out to the 100th mark. And my initial volume to start off was 48.58. And we let her go. Our final volume, we're going to use the same method of measurement as we did finding our initial volume, and that's going to come out to be 27.51, and our total NaOH amount is going to be 21.08 milliliters. Kapow! This was supposed to be Daphne's clip. I'll just tell you what she was doing. Believe me, I saw it, and y'all were there too, and y'all saw it too. She's doing the same thing as me and Shelby did. She started off with her measurement of the initial volume. It was 48.20. And she measured it using the meniscus. And now she has her desired pink-ish color, and she's finding the final volume, which is 28.89, which makes her total 19.31. She writes in her nice little table, and she says, and that's how you titrate.